Welcome to 5-Minute Theory lesson number 15. In this lesson, we're going to learn about key signatures. So let's start off as we do on every lesson by writing our name at the top of the page. Okay, W is good enough. Now, key signatures are the sharps and flats, the accidentals that we put at a beginning of a piece of music that affect those natural notes all the way through the piece of music. So instead of writing a flat sign by every B in an entire piece, I could put a key signature with a B flat at the beginning of the piece of music, and you know that every B is going to be flat. Okay, so key signatures can have 1 flat, 2 flats, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They can have 7 flats in them. And anytime that you have a key signature of flats, it's always in the same order. B, E, A, D, G, C, F. Now you could just memorize it first by saying B, E, A, D spells the word be, bead, and then just add a G, C, F to the end. Or if you want to say, that's kind of fun to say, boys' ears are dirty, girls have clean fingernails. I don't know, whichever is easiest. To me, B-E-A-D, G-C-F, spell bead, G-C-F is the easiest way to do it. So anytime you have a key signature, they're always in that order. So if I have 2 flats, it's going to be B and E. If I have 3 flats, B, E, and A. If I have 5 flats, B, E, A, D, G. So we always know, just by glancing at a piece of music, count the number of flats, we always know what those flats are going to be. So number 1 here, I'm going to draw a key signature that has only 2 flats. So what are my 2 flats going to be? B and E. Of course, B flat and E flat. Now, when we draw the flat signs, the B has to be right in the center, and we put the E up on top of that. We don't have the E on the bottom. All right? Now, draw a key signature that has 4 flats. So that would be B, E, A, and D, each with a flat. Little tiny flats. All right, so B and E, we just did. A is going to be down here, and then D will be right there. So it's a nice set of 4 flats that just kind of go boop, boop. So always in the same order. Now, you can have sharp signs. Sharp signs have key signatures that are always in the same order. Now, it's actually exactly backwards from the flat sign. So if you know B, E, A, D, G, C, F, you also know F, C, G, D, A, E, B. Okay, that one is a little trickier to learn because it doesn't really spell a certain word or letter. So this is where you could say, fat cowboys give dirty advice, eat bugs. So very rarely will you play in a key signature that has 7 sharps. I mean, you might way a long time from now, but generally just the first few is what you really need to know. So fat cowboys give dirty. I mean, like if you know those F, C, G, D, if you know those first 4, you're probably good for most of the stuff that you're going to read. All right, so draw a key signature that has 3 sharps. So what are my 3 sharps? F, C, G. Fat cowboys give. All right, so not fat shaming any cowboys, but here's F, here is C, and then a G. Instead of going down here, we're going to go above the staff. So here's my G. Now let's draw a key signature that has 5 sharps. Not that you'll ever play in 5 sharps, but in case you do, it's in a very specific order of F, C, G, D, A. Fat cowboys give dirty advice. All right, so now we're going to draw those in. Here's my F sharp, C sharp. Now remember, my G is above the staff, so I want the center of my tic-tac-toe to be in that space. D is going to be on the line. and then A in that space, the second space. Again, flats and sharps always have the same order in a key signature. Got to remember B-E-A-D, G-C-F, or F-C-G-D, A-E-B. Okay, or if you can remember the sayings. Okay, all right, let's move on to the second half of lesson 15. In this one, we're going to apply our key signature that we have. So notice in this line right here, my key signature notes are B and E. Since I have two flats, I know that they're going to be B and E, always. So what it does is affects any B or E in the whole piece of music. Now, it affects any B. So not just the middle line B, not just the one that's right here or the E that's right there, but these low B's and low E's are going to be flat. Even though the flat signs are up here, it's any B, whether it's way up high on the ledger line or way down low on the ledger line. Okay, so on this example here, what we're going to do is write the names of the accidentals that appear in the key signature. Let's do that first. So one flat is always B flat. So we're going to write a B flat there. Then we're going to circle all of the notes that are affected. So the only notes that are going to be affected here are B flats. So this one right here is a B flat. C, D, E, F, G, A. Here's my next B flat. C, D, E, F. Okay? So those two notes in that whole piece of music are affected by the key signature. Number 6. So I have 3 flats. So I know it's the first 3 letters of the word bead. So B flat, E flat, and A flat are going to be my flats. So any B, so here's my B, that's going to be B, B flat. Okay? C, D, E. All right, so any E is also going to be flat. F, G, A. There's my A. We know that's going to be flat. Right above A is B. There's another B flat. C, D, E. E flat. F. So every other note, if I just spelled it all out, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. All of those notes in the key signature are going to be affected. So we have to circle those. All right, number 7 does a couple of sharps. Remember, Fat Cowboys? So F and C. Both of those are going to be sharp. So if I just wrote the note names in, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, which are the ones that are going to be affected? Any C's, any F's. Any C's, any F's. So it's pretty simple. Anything that's not affected by the key signature is just your regular old natural. So take your time, go through all of that, make sure that you've got all of those correct answers, and then I'll join you on the next lesson.